From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost. Him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
The ball carrier. Daniel Sorensen on the tackle. A gain of 9 yards. And the Titans first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Tennessee.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Williams. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Third down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Their own 47-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
35-yard line.
Now it's Tannehill. And incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Alex Okafor in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Mahomes' pass, intended for Tyreek Hill, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Titans, nothing.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
A gain of 2.
From the 31, Mahomes.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low. He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, Charles, let's step aside different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. It's caught. Humphries. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
To Adam Humphries. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 68 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Big hold of the 30. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He comes up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They complete it to Hill. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. They run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East frontrunners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta, and he'll probably carry them the rest of the way.
Yes, 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks of the regular season. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Tannehill on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to...
Here's 2nd and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Tannehill throwing again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
First down.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Down back at the 45-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
brings up 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Hill, the intended receiver once again. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs. And sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
34-yard line.
It's Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick is
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Chiefs 22. Titans.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We're back now in KC. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tannehill. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 5-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown. Can't.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot popping in. Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
What I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. Way back then, claim what you saw, but you.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
For Arizona.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
34-yard line.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Check safety, 72.
On 2nd and 1, Brady is for his running back, McCoy. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Cardinals' 33-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. To throw is Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and goal from the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Cardinals nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed. I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
5 yards on the play there, and the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Buccaneers 7, Cardinals nothing.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski, 27 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. Third down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
31-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Brady again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, Charles, a little bit ago we talked about the 3-0 teams. How about we flip the script to look at the 0-3 teams? There are 6 of them: the Jets, Texans, Broncos, the Giants, the Vikings, and the Falcons. And then 2 others, by the way, Bengals and Eagles, winless at 0-2-1 after their tie. But I'm curious, any of those, do you think that they still have a chance of playing football in January?
Well, the short answer and the easy answer should be no, right? With this kind of a start, they should be pretty well dead and buried. But I'm going to focus in on the Houston Texans because they've done it before. We've seen it, right? One year they started 1-2, won their division. One year they started 0-3, finished 11-5, and won the AFC South. So they have a history of slow starts, but they know how to turn.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Cardinals 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take over.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. As we do every week, we like to look ahead to what's coming up week 4 in the NFL, and no shortage of good matchups again. I'm going to start, though, Charles, with one that is not really an intriguing matchup because they're 2 good teams, 2 0-3 teams, Denver and the Jets. Vic Fangio and Adam Gase, those coaches, they both need a win in a big way. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette taking it in as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
And 10 at the 34-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, Murray forced out to his left. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
42-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So, Charles, on a different topic, a neat story from Week 3 and that game between Washington and Cleveland. It was a history-making game in one respect. It was the first time in league history that you had women working on both coaching staffs, Jennifer King of Washington, Callie Brownson of Cleveland, as well as another woman, Sarah Thomas, working on the officiating crew.
Yeah, Ron Rivera, the head coach of the Washington football team, he said all we're doing is just creating opportunities for people who deserve it, and I know his counterpart, Kevin Stefanski in Cleveland, felt the same way. Quick facts on these people. Callie Brownson, Jennifer King, both got their starts at Dartmouth under Buddy Tevens, the head coach there. Sarah Thomas has already worked an NFL playoff game.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Levante David. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A gain of 4.
From just shy of midfield, Brady throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski unable to hang on, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. LeSean McCoy unable to get to the marker. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He was brought down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Cardinals 19. Zane Gonzalez to kick it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the turnover, here's Murray dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game.
My kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Brady's throw there complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
On 1st down, Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From a yard out. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Brady to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
26.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 42-yard line.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. Brady. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Buccaneers 20.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You friend smart, but my buzz wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Getting triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's 'cause I work that gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again.
Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them looking back from around me. My what the deal is, really I just came here to gotta see this more gonna billboard. Thank the good Lord I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragic. For you knew what happened, ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic. Caught up. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby, sail me toward the sky. Here I come, a freaky side. Oh no, don't you close your eyes. I'ma give you something to cry about. I'ma teach you how to fly without fear, doubt, just regret. Break it out, break the sweat, baby, the doll, break a leg. Let you lay the power jet. Sipping on the sun in the cup somewhere. You ain't really seen nothing like me, yeah. Cannibalistic, animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And off we go from Las Vegas. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
34-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he goes out right around yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 39, Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 50-yard line.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Go for another Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
3rd and 2.
Able to get away. He can't get away forever, and down he goes.
That's how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The ball carry.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now the throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Raiders 3. Seahawks nothing.
Carr gives to Richard. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. 7 yards there and a first down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Carr. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Seahawks.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, it's Jacobs. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. They'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's taken down inside the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's a give to Richard. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Carr now on first down. It's a screen to Richard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be He's searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
He's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And Trevor will go down back at the 12. Vincent Mayoa. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Raiders take over first.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. There they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 23.
Throwing again. Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hooked in the air, intercepted. Picked up down near the 5. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go for it. But now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they'll take 5 at the 44-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
For the 2-point conversion.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Seattle.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Switching gears, CD, one thing that I saw on social media this week that we need to pass along, if we could switch sports for just a minute, LeBron James has got the LA Lakers into the NBA Finals, of course. It'll be his 10th ever appearance, and they'll be taking on the Miami Heat. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the back after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll See if they can do it here. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to set up sharp at the 27-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the Raiders.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 41, they'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. 26 yards on the play there. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now Carr.
10-yard line.
It's in about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards there to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson rolling to his left. Pass complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll make it third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
Good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Of the goal line. A gain of 3.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got
Tyler Lockett, the 30.
It's sad they pay me.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
It's not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
38, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
puts them up 5, 1st and 15. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21.
Jacobs, the ball.
They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14 at the 21-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Carson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He's got Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Brings up 2nd down and goal. Wilson, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
39-yard line.
Carr going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Does the big boy have the juice? 20, 10, 5. And that will write a finish to this ballgame. saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons.